Well, good morning and welcome to Saturday Morning Outdoors with Paul K. If you're coming along today, you better bring your jacket. It's cold. Well, relatively cold. 40s early, and they claim 70s today, but I'll believe that when I see it. If you like, subscribe, comment, and all that, you know what to do. My name is Paul K, and we're here for STRIPAHs on the famous, beautiful Cape Cod Canal. And working mac chunks on the bottom right now, and there's been breaking fish. I've already had a few hits, no hookups, and try to get some stripers and see what we can do. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy this edition of Saturday Mornings Outdoors. And we'll start off with the conditions for today. I don't know if you can see it, look near the tip of that rod, but that's the last quarter of the moon, and the new moon would be about a week from now, and it's an east running tide going from the west to the east, and temperature is about 48 degrees right now. Barometric pressure is 30.01 and steady, and it's clear, pretty clear out right now. Very few clouds out here, and wind is from the west at about 8 miles an hour. And it's a beautiful morning, and fall is here. It's getting cool now. That water temperature will drop, and it'll really put these fish moving. There's still silver sides in there. I see them breaking right in front. I see a lot of slashes earlier this morning, about an hour and a half ago. Excuse me, right in front of me. Smaller ones, small schoolies, and had a good hit. Didn't hook up, but we got the mac chunks on the bottom, and seeing how we can do this morning on this beautiful fall day on the Cape Cod Canal, and we'll let you know. So aside from fishing mac chunks on the bottom, if you watched last week, I had a killer hit. I claimed the best hit of the summer on that heavy rod right there, doubled over, but it failed to take purchase, the circle hook, and I could swear it was a blue or a big striper, and lo and behold, I was at AJ, Red Top, AJ's the owner there, and he said, yeah, a bunch of big slammer blues came through last week. So sure enough, it was a bluefish. It totally was a bluefish strike too. No hits, no fish hits that hard, man. It's the Mike Tyson of fish, you know. So this week on one of the rods, I'll split my chances, and I'm running a leader. I got about a 50-pound leader on there, just hoping for the blues to hit the right rod if they come back. So that's the only difference this week, and we'll see what we can make of that. And so while we're waiting for a fish bite, this week in our gadget section, I'd like to go back to the rat cave through the magic of editing and show you guys examples of what the canalmen used to use in latter years. Some of the most popular reels from probably 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and one of my favorite reels since I was a kid. And we'll head right out to the rat cave. And we are back at the rat cave, and I'm here to show you some reels of yesteryear that were huge on the Stripah coast. And bear in mind, this is not a definitive, this is all everyone wanted. There's a lot missing here that guys would and still do kill for. The Penn 704Z and the Penn 820SS. I have the 820SS, but I don't have the no, I actually have a 704Z too. I don't want to dig them out, but but anyway, here we go. So this is the Quick Super, and this was the cutting edge at the time, 50s and 60s. One of the first heavy-duty spinning reels by Dam Berlin West. It's a German reel, and these were huge. This is for salmon fishermen over in Europe, I guess, but then the STRIPAH guys picked this up, and a lot of guys just simply cut the bail off because they didn't have bailless kits back then. A little bit before that, this brand, it's called Luxor, and it's a French-made reel. And does this look vaguely familiar? It looks like exactly a prototype from 80 years ago for Van Staal, a Van Staal reel. But these, I have a couple for freshwater too, and these were great for the saltwater. They were huge for the saltwater. Mind you, spinning hasn't really been around for a long time. The revolving spool reels, such as this Penn Squitter, and all others like it. A huge player in the game was Pfluger, and they made everything from the Pfluger rocket. They ruled freshwater revolving spool reels, and they called them knuckle busters back then. But this is the Penn Squitter. This is, in my opinion, the greatest reel ever made. For a conventional reel, it has a 3-part takedown system, these 3 screws on the side here, and it just pulls apart, and you can lube and you can clean, and it just casts like crazy, and they're built, they last forever and ever, and even today there are guys that swear by them, including myself. I don't hesitate to use these when my Penn Fathoms, you know, when I don't feel like fishing with those, and but this is all I used to fish with, and this is one of the most reliable reels ever made. Simple design and desirable by everyone that knows saltwater fishing. Yeah, and that is a casting reel. Yeah, you could use that for just dropping down boat fishing and all that, but that is predominantly a casting reel. And last one is, this is the Sea Wonder. It's by Shakespeare, the King, another huge manufacturer. One of the first spinning reels that they made. And these, you can tell by the looks of the spinning reels, really clunky looking, but they were first being developed. And you know, we're so used to today's Daiwas and the Penns and the Van Staals and the really high-end ones, and how silky smooth these seem almost barbaric, but that was cutting edge back then. These were as desirable as any Van Staal is today. You know, I mean, back then when they literally ruled everyone that was anyone fishing more than just casually. If you were a surf addict, you had these reels. And like I say, it's not a definitive showing, because the Penn 704Z and the 850 SS and the Penn, those are huge too. And I'm sure you guys can name 100 more. But these are icons. These are the first fishing reels, and those are the granddaddies. And I thought you guys might like to take a peek at them, and I'm sure you guys already knew that. Now, back to the canal. Okay, and that's how they used to fish for 50 years back then, and it looks so antiquated now, those reels, but that was cutting edge back then, and guys wanted them as much as guys want Van Staals and Stellas today. It's incredible, you know, but they're very collectible now too, and you look at them now, and the reels now, and they're so silky smooth, and they cast so far, and you wonder how we managed with those reels back then, but that was cutting edge back then. For that matter, the castability and the use and the ease of maintenance on them was all very cutting edge and considered, you know, the top of the line stuff. So what I wanted to show for guys that don't know, that are new to the fishing stuff, is this is a leader. I hope you can see that. Let me get it here. You can see that wire. It's simply a wire. It's nylon coated, and the fish can't bite through it. And the hook is on the end there. And that's what we use for toothy critters that want to bite through the line, and it defeats them pretty good. Usually bluefish, or really heavy ones if you like shark, and you know, you want the big sharks like down in Falmouth, off those beaches there. But I'll let you know. If you look close, there's a blitz right there, right across, right in here. Oh, they were busting up big. That's the rule of the canal. No matter which side you're on, they're gonna bust up on the other side. But it's nice to see that. Just a ton of them just breaking all on top there. Come on, come back up. Wakes you up, that's for sure. Wish it would happen over here. Right in this area. Yeah, see them? Yeah, right here. See them? They're all busting on top. Doggone it, I can't reach that far. Oh yeah, look at that. Blitz, baby. Look at that. Yeah. And birds are working over them. Yeah, see that? Right in here. Look at that. Oh, nice. Surprised no one's on it on that side. But they're podding up and starting to push along. That's it. Come on over here. The birds are moving on this side. Get your heart going, man. That'll wake you up. I'd love to have them busting right up in front here. That's thrilling to see. And you'll see tons of it during the fall. During right now, it's just starting, and you'll see them all potted up, especially from absolute dark to the first hour of sunrise or so. You see a lot of them moving, but throughout the day, I mean, this whole place can light up. I mean, really just light up. The whole place busting like that. So it can happen anytime, any moment. That's what makes this place so thrilling. Pretty interesting. I'll let you know. And here they are right in front, right in this area. Moving through. There's pods moving through. This is what you call your blitz, top water. Look at that. It's amazing. My bait's right under it. Isn't that something? Spectacular. I'm gonna throw my bait right in the middle of that. So these thrilling topwater blitzes coming through relatively frequently. So the obvious strategy would be I leave the Q-bomb tied on the casting rod, the Van Staal, so that I can reach them the next one that comes across. Hopefully the next one, other ones will come across, but what a thrill. They're in close, and I'm rigged up for it now. I got one working on the bottom, Mac chunks, and then anything busting on top, I'll hit it with the top water. In this scenario, it would be top water first, any kind of popper or, you know, walk the dog type, and then a subsurface, you know, any swimmer, magic swimmer, the rubber shads, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is what it's all about, and hopefully I can hook up. Let's see what goes. Geez, look at this beauty. Low and blacked out. Unbelievably beautiful. Big money. Unreal. This guy's got to have 10 girls on that. What a beautiful yacht. That thing cost $100 to go the length of the canal in gas or diesel fuel. He's got inboards. What a beautiful vessel. There's another school down the road there, see right here? Breaking, they are just all over the place. Up and down. It is fall. Right in here, right there. It's incredible. So rather on the top water, I switched over to a paddle tail. I'll throw this, see what happens when they come swimming by, if they come swimming by, and just throw it for a while, aside from working bait on the bottom. So. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Supper in the pan, right? KEEPAHS, STRIPAH. What a thrill. Light that fire. Absolutely lit me up, boy, I'll tell you. Pretty good. You get here at the right time. I'll tell you this. High slack seems to be the kind. Everyone's saying low and all this. But low slack, high slack so far. I've seen more bigger fish come at this time than by far at low. And I've seen them at low, up at the fish plant and everything, but the adrenaline's flowing. That was fun, man. Oh yeah. Canal, KEEPAHS, STRIPAH, supper. Alright. Get a little while longer now. The current's starting to honk. Well, starting to pick up anyway. I was gonna go to Plymouth, but I got supper now, so. Let you know. It got really warm now. They said it was gonna be in the 70s, but it's hard to believe this morning when it was just barely breaking 40. It's pretty cold this morning, but well, it's a pretty exciting day here. A lot of top water action, right really close, and there's tons of pods of fish. So if you have any inkling, this is the time, this is fall, how they react to the water temperature dropping and chasing bait and getting ready to migrate. So if you want to come down, this is the time to come down. This is, you know, there are tons of fish here, and you gotta fish from them however way you like. You like to chase them on a bike, or you like to bait fish, or you like to stay in one spot, however you choose to do it. It will not disappoint. It's a great, great area, and it's a spectacular place to be nature-wise and just phenomenon-wise. A lot happens this time of year. You know, large pelagic game fish come through. You see breaking fish on top. You see them breaking at your feet. You see them breaking across the canal, and you can't reach them. So if you like fishing, come on down. So that'll wrap up this episode of Saturday Mornings with Paul K. And like, subscribe, and you know what to do. And tune in next week. Same rat time, same rat channel. We'll see what develops. See you guys. Have a good week. Need I say more? Blitz-o-rama. Always on the other side. Look at that, huh? This is slack turning to the west, going the other way now. Could watch that all day. I have been watching it all day. If that don't turn you on, you're dead.